Hey everybody, it's the Investments Lawyer, and today we're going to do a key terms deep dive into key person events, and this is part 2. And remember, nothing we talk about is legal advice. For that, talk to an attorney. Okay, so in the last video, we talked about how some key persons might have a time requirement to the fund, so they might have to dedicate all of their time or a majority of their time. Check out the last video for that. This video talks about what happens if they don't dedicate the amount of time that they were supposed to. So here is the key person event provision. The general partner will give the limited partners written notice if a majority of the key persons cease to satisfy their time commitment obligation. If you have 3 key persons and 2 of them stopped dedicating the amount of time they were supposed to, then the GP has to tell the limited partners. At this point, there's 2 options. One option that we have in our term sheet is upon the occurrence of a key person event, and then go to the bottom, the fund enters a suspension period. We'll talk about what that is in a second. The other option is it's not automatic like option 1. In option 2, it's the GP tells the LPs that certain of the principals, the key persons, stopped dedicating enough time. And then if a majority of the LPs vote after receiving that information, then the fund will enter a suspension period. So what is a suspension period? What's the point? In a suspension period, no commitments may be drawn down from the limited partners, so the GP can't call capital to fund new investments in new companies or properties. So no new investments, no new apartment building over there, no new portfolio company. Things are suspended. It's paused. It's a freeze. And these restrictions are similar to what happens at the end of the investment period. So we have an earlier video on that if you're interested. So the fund can't make any new investments. It can still make certain payments, like to pay fund expenses or to fund commitments that were already in process by the time the suspension period started, but no new investments. And so what happens now? There's 2 options. One is the suspension period just keeps on going and then eventually becomes permanent. And that can depend on the LPA, but if the suspension period lasts for about 180 days is pretty common, then it just becomes permanent. That's it. But if during that time the LPs vote and they say, you know what, 2 people stopped paying attention, but this last person is the one that we really cared about anyways, so we'll just vote to stop the suspension period. The fund can start making new investments again. If that happens, then the suspension period is lifted and the fund keeps making new investments. So thanks for sticking around. If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye.